said rock or something. I would love a Democrat to say, whatever, screw it, popularity, idiocracy. You know what I want to pick? The Rock. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey and The Rock instead, yeah. I hope the Democrats to say, screw it, we're going full-on idiocracy. Just take the two most popular Democrats, throw them in there, they get all the popularity votes, and they just win. That'd be hilarious. That'd be funny. Honestly, I think The Rock and Oprah Winfrey, yeah. Oprah Winfrey's president, or The Rock, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's the vice president. The Rock, Oprah Winfrey. That's the combo I want. Biden is out there. And I freaking call it. I call this. I call it, okay? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I'm sitting at work, right? I'm sitting at work, everyone. Talking to my colleagues, right? You know, we work with foreign diplomacy, right? We work with political stuff. We work with analyzing this stuff, right? And everyone at work agree with me, 100%. Then when Biden said, I have COVID, that was a complete lie, or at least an excuse to leave the election. I freaking called yesterday to my co-workers 2 days ago. I was like, man, Biden's gonna go out. He's gonna go out. The COVID is, oh, I'm too sick to stay in. He's gonna leave, right? So Biden is quitting. Let's talk about it. But seriously, I was thinking for a while he's quit, right? And as soon as I heard that he had COVID, that he had Corona, I told everyone at work, we were discussing it, we were planning for it, and I was like, he's out. He's out, guys. He's out. He's out, guys. Like, it's completely out. COVID for Biden was absolutely 100% a way to say, oh, no, I'm leaving now.
The president's recovering from COVID-19.
See what I'm saying? COVID-19. I just point out here, right? I'm not some conspiracy, oh, it has to be a lie or something. I'm just saying that it felt the most obvious out ever, right? That he was gonna say that he's just too weak and the COVID is alright. But the rebuild up here, which is much more important, right, is that Biden, of course, has had less than 50% basically of the different like Democratic higher-ups believing in him, right? People like Nancy Pelosi and so on have said that they want, well, she basically made like, they asked Nancy Pelosi, do you want Biden to stay in the election, right? And she kind of gave this like really weird answer like, oh, if he wants to stay, he should stay, but maybe not stay. It was just like, it was kind of like that, right? But as I put out here immediately, right, he's not for re-election, and the COVID thing is an excuse though. I really do believe so, right? That being said, maybe he has it, maybe he doesn't have it, right? But I think it's worth to point out that I feel immediately that as soon as he had it, if it's a lie or not, he was gonna use it as an outright. He's too sick now to run, you know. So it doesn't matter if he had COVID, you know, super mild or incredibly deadly COVID, so it'd be like, oh, I can't do it anymore. So whatever, that's my first point. Now let's talk about the actual letter. So I have the letter here. Here then we have Joe Biden's letter. He's not gonna run for re-election. So in August, the Democrats has to announce who they're running with, right? RNC was this week, where then Trump was announced to be the runner. Which would make sense after the incident with the shooting and so on. He has even higher numbers, right? Now, let's go over. I really want to reading it over here, what Joe Biden, current president, is writing. So, my fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we're grateful as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world, which I think it had both during him and Trump, but whatever. It's been the strongest economy for a while, right? We made historic investment in rebuilding our nation. Yeah, lower price of drugs. We provided critical needed care to 1 million veterans. I guess passed the first gun, saved a lot. That is actually very American, though. You don't have much. I mean, I'm sorry, Americans, but you don't have much gun laws. That's that is true. Appointed the first African American hate the woke stuff. It's not like a broken record, no, but it's like, is that he should be proud about? And I don't say it as black people. I say it as, you know, this is the reason he's losing, right? Honestly, stuff like that. This is the reason he's losing, right? Because this to me reminds me of what Hillary lost. So I was very much on the money he's gonna lose. I said he was gonna lose back in 2014, right? And one of the main reasons I didn't believe in Hillary was because he kept saying that, vote for me, I'm a woman, right, you know? And you know what wasn't like that? Women would like that, you know? It isn't men, no, it's other women saying that, you think I'm stupid? I can't vote for because you're women, you know what I mean? So of course in Biden's letter, he's like, oh, I elected the first African-American woman, I'm so great, you know? This is all pandering, right? It's all pandering. It's a vertical signaling, and this is the reason Democrats are losing votes. You know, this is the reason people don't like Biden or Hillary or whatever, right? honestly, this is a massive reason people probably wouldn't vote for him. So yeah, this letter here kind of confirms the reason that people don't like him, right? Because it is not America first to, pick someone based on their gender or race or whatever over the best person for the job, right? Picking someone like that, affirmative actions, that's not America. America, if anything, is very much a merit-based society, right? Where the best person for the job should get the job, right? The other countries, socialistic countries, they tend to pick people and pick them over, right? So I feel that's very non-American affirmative action, in my opinion. Americans have been a better led. I don't really see. Okay, I know none of this could have been done without you, American people. We should overcome. I don't think actually Corona was the worst economic since the depression. I don't think it was. Inflation certainly was a lot, but 2008 was probably worse, and IT bubble in the 2000 then also was probably worse, because the market really kind of quickly jumped up again after Corona. If anything, the market was too highly overrated, in 2021 and so on. The market kind of had been a bubble basically, right? So I don't know if I say the market is that bad. Inflation certainly increased a lot though, but whatever. Spending years out of my life to be a president. It's been this week. Well, I guess I'm gonna make a speech probably tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Monday, so probably. Okay. Let me go to signature again. For now, let's be expressed deep to also have also hard to. So we'll come to this now in the video, guys. But it is of course questioning: will Kamala Harris be their next elective, right? And in the end of the letter here, Biden does, of course, mention Vice President Kamala Harris. And we have to wonder, of course, will she be the next election? Let's talk about being loyal. She's been with Biden. So, what do you guys think? Kamala Harris. Right. So, the next thing we talk about here, right? Which I think is honestly more important. And honestly, I call this, like I said in the beginning of the video. I've been sitting and saying for the last few days that as soon as I heard that Biden had COVID, he was going to run, he was going to stop running, he was going to leave, right? But whatever. So, I believed it for a long time. And honestly, I believe he probably should have, stopped running a long time ago, right? Let's be honest here. But whatever. Okay, so let's just honestly, I'll say it. I am not surprised at all, right? That Biden isn't running, right? You know what I mean? So what to me, I think a lot of people are, who's gonna run instead, right? Yeah, that's actually a much bigger question. Is will Kamala Harris not, run over Biden, right? And honestly, I don't feel that is 100% sure that Kamala actually will be the instead of him. I don't think that's like nailed down here, because okay, so first of all, right, this will be this will be elected in August, right? So you can still change. A few weeks left to have to actually change this thing. And we're obviously gonna see how they're gonna talk about it next week probably, and who they're gonna present then. And certainly Kamala Harris feels like maybe not, right? Because I feel like Gavin has a big chance. Everyone's like Michelle Obama or something. But it really feels like, let me say this first thing honestly before I give my guess here, is that, and it's also one of the reasons why I make the video, right? Because man, they really shit on the pooch kind of thing, right? With Biden. The thing is that, no one basically wanted Biden. Let's say how it actually is. No one actually wanted Biden to run even the last election, right? The only reason Biden won is people hate Trump, right? Biden didn't win because he's a popular, elected person, right, last time. And Kamala Harris certainly wasn't very popular last time either. Now, Kamala Harris has said many gaffes, and she's basically been kind of in the shadows for the last 4 years, right? So, I really don't feel that she has been built up as this, like, this is the sure candidate to go after Biden leaves or whatever, right? She certainly has not been built up as some kind of, like, genius behind Biden or whatever. So, honestly, I don't feel that I'm confident that she actually will be picked here. Even though she's the obvious, like, or she's the vice president. But I don't feel she has been, built up by Biden or by any other person, right, to take over after him. And, it's really kind of weird in that sense, right? And coming back to what I said earlier then, obviously, how do I think this will be then? Will Trump beat Kamala Harris? I think Very likely so, right? Very likely so. Because not only was Trump probably going to beat Biden, I don't think she's as high as Biden, right? You know, Biden's admins, they should have changed to Kamala Harris way earlier. They obviously took way too long time to make this Biden is leaving thing, right? It took way too long time. He probably should even have run from the beginning, but even so, he should have quit way earlier. Not when he got COVID or whatever. He should quit months ago, right? And I have barely seen anything for Kamala Harris. I don't think necessarily that Trump will even run against Kamala Harris, right? There might be Gavin, might be someone else, honestly, right? And genuinely, I don't know if she has the best chance to win, you know, in the Democratic Party. And I really stand by saying that because she's not been very popular. She has done almost nothing that is like amazing or people talked about for the last 4 years. There's no like achievement she has accomplished people are amazed by. The thing is that you saw Biden's letter, right? Biden's letter is referring to that, oh, I elected the first African woman judge or whatever in Supreme Court, or look at me or whatever, right? And people have already been saying for a long time, right, that Kamala Harris is a woke DEI pick, whatever you call it, and that might be true or might not be true, but it's obviously how more people on the right see it, right? And even people on the middle see it like that. So I have a very hard time seeing Kamala Harris attracting those, in the middle, right? Those fence hitters. Will these people in the middle vote for Kamala Harris? I don't think so at all. I don't think she's popular at all in that kind of swing states, right? Which actually matters more. She's of course not popular for a second on the far right, right? But she's not very popular on the far left either because she had a whole police thing earlier. I just feel she's, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna attract, swing voters. It just feels like a really weak pick, honestly. But what else are you gonna do? Gavin, maybe? Yeah, it feels very, very weird. And it's only like a few weeks left now to have to pick someone permanently. I'll say it last in the video, guys. Leave a comment below. But I have a very hard time seeing Trump losing, I think the only reason Trump would lose is because everyone hates him, right? Yeah, but I mean it seriously. Like, the only reason Trump will actually lose is not because the Democrats are doing anything correctly, right? The Democrats are not doing anything properly at all. The only reason Trump would lose is because a lot of people hate him, right? And most people who vote against him on the Democratic side and left side is because they hate him, right? No one actually wants to elect whoever the Democrats are running. That's what I feel. Are they gonna get a boost then? No swapping. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be I don't think they're gonna get a big boost because if they had swapped earlier, right, then maybe. But now it feels like it's too late, so it's gonna potentially just be a negative, right? It's just too late. No one cares about Kamala Harris or whoever they run instead. It might be a very temporary boost. It would be interesting, honestly, mostly, to see how Trump and the older people will react as a debater, so to speak, right, They were discussing that Kamala Harris gonna debate J.D. Vance and so on, but not that would happen, and she has to also pick her own vice, that's true. I honestly have I'm gonna guess Gavin then, for her vice president, right? Yeah, probably. It would be so funny to pick Michelle Obama instead of Rock or something. I would love a Democrat to say, whatever, screw it, popularity, idiocracy. You know what I want to pick? The Rock. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey and The Rock instead, yeah. I hope the Democrats to say, screw it, we're going full-on idiocracy. Just take the two most popular Democrats, throw them in there, they get all the popularity votes, and they just win. That'd be hilarious. That'd be funny. Honestly, I think The Rock and Oprah Winfrey, yeah. Oprah Winfrey's president, or The Rock, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's the vice president. The Rock, Oprah Winfrey. That's the combo I want, Democrats, guys. And I guess you guys can have a great day.